Ansonia, Connecticut, is a city located in New Haven County with a history deeply intertwined with industrial development, cultural diversity, and community growth. Here's an extensive look into its history. Early settlement and founding. 1652, the area known today as Ansonia was first settled by English colonists. It was initially part of Derby, with the land described as Little Neck, due to its geographic features along the Naugatuck River and Beaver Brook. Plum Meadow was a significant part of this territory, with Thomas Worcester being among the first landowners around 1660. 1844, Ansonia began to take shape as a distinct community when Anson Green Phelps, a merchant and philanthropist, founded the Ansonia Brass Company. The name Ansonia was derived from Phelps' first name, suggested during a dinner conversation to avoid confusion with another town named Phelpsville. This marked the beginning of industrial development in the area. Industrial growth. Mid-19th century, Ansonia became known as the Copper City due to its significant copper and brass production. The Ansonia Clock Company, established in 1850 by Phelps and clockmakers Theodore Terry and Franklin C. Andrews, became one of the most famous industries, manufacturing a wide range of timepieces. The city was also a hub for other manufacturing like rubber, plastics, and machinery. 1864, Ansonia was incorporated as a borough within Derby, signifying its growing industrial and residential significance. 1889, Ansonia was officially incorporated as a separate town from Derby, reflecting its burgeoning population and economic importance. By this time, the area had developed into a vibrant community with a mix of residential, commercial, and industrial zones. 20th century developments. Early 20th century, Ansonia continued to expand with the construction of significant buildings like the Ansonia Opera House in 1870, which remains the oldest opera house in Connecticut. The city also saw cultural diversification with the establishment of various ethnic parishes, reflecting the immigration waves, particularly from Eastern and Southern Europe. 1936, a notable architectural achievement was the construction of Ansonia High School on Howard Avenue, designed by William Lascaze, known for his modernist approach. This was one of the first modern high school buildings in the country. 1955, Ansonia experienced significant flooding due to the Great Flood, leading to the later construction of a flood wall along the Naugatuck River to prevent future damages. Late 20th to early 21st century. 1980s, the city faced economic shifts with the closure of the Evening Sentinel newspaper, which had served the community for decades, due to the acquisition by the Connecticut Post. This was offset somewhat by the founding of the non-profit, online-only Valley Independent Sentinel in 2009. Cultural and community. Ansonia has maintained a rich cultural heritage, with landmarks like the General David Humphreys House, birthplace of Colonel David Humphreys, an aide to George Washington, now a museum run by the Derby Historical Society. The city also hosts events like Rock the Valley, reflecting its community spirit and cultural vibrancy. Contemporary Ansonia. Today, Ansonia remains a community with a strong sense of history, offering a blend of industrial legacy and suburban living. Its accessibility via Metro-North Railroad and proximity to larger cities like New Haven make it attractive for commuters. Efforts continue towards preserving historical sites, like the Ansonia Library and various buildings on Upper Main Street, showcasing the city's architectural and cultural past.